Hi everyone, please ignore the carnage behind me. I'm looking at the screen, that's why I know there's carnage behind me. All this. My bin bag and my recycling. So, there's, no, my suitcase. So there's a reason for all that, and for my croaky voice, is that I've just come out of quarantine. My quarantine ended this morning when my PCR test came back negative. I had a PCR test yesterday. So quarantine ended today. So I've just gone out with one of my fellow teachers. There's 3 of us who are starting at the school, and we just went to get our vaccine passes. So here, I mean, I don't know if it's so much a thing they do because the rules in Korea change all the time, and I mean all the time. So before I came out here, the research I did and what I was told is that you need to show a vaccine pass to get into like restaurants sometimes, even to go get food. You have to like food shopping. Also like venues, and I think probably like the theme parks and stuff like that, you need a vaccine pass. Now if you have your alien registration card, also known as your ARC, you can do it via the Kuv app and like Kakao Talk, and I think Naver I think is the other one, but because I don't have that yet, and I won't get that for another couple of months, at least until April I think, we have to have a piece of paper. So you go to your local health centre and they'll do it for you. So initially I was planning on going over to like Mapo-Gu or Gangnam-gu, mainly more Mapo rather than Gangnam, because I just feel like as a fresh newbie to Seoul, I kind of want to stay from Gangnam. It's kind of like, you know, when you've like not been to town, like say like London for argument's sake, you've not been up to town for a long time, and then you go to XOXO Street and it's just like, whoa. It's quite intense, so I kind of wanted to avoid that. Actually probably more like Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly is probably more intense than Oxford Street, but anyway, you get my point. So I was going to go head over to Mapo-Gu, but I ended up going with my fellow teachers, so we actually went to our local one, and it was quite the trek to get there, but we managed to get there thankfully, to City Mapper. If you're coming to Seoul, I recommend City Mapper. The app works better. Google Maps doesn't really work here, so I recommend City Mapper. And we got there no problem. We did get slightly lost on the way back, but we managed to find our way. And then we're going to meet up later and actually head over to Mapo-Gu and go look at like some of the vintage shops over there, and just have a look in that area because it's quite trendy. It's going to be about an hour. I don't think I told her that. It's going to be like an hour on transport. But yeah, it'd be fun to go together. We like both of us are out quarantine. Our other teacher, she it comes out tomorrow I believe, so at least tomorrow we'll all be out and it'll be fine. So yeah, we did that. Last time I spoke to you I did a grocery haul, a food haul. I've got more foods since then, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm kind of not looking at my food at the moment. It's so cold here and like my body just doesn't like it. It's like -1 at the moment, and when I wake up in the morning, I say morning, I woke up at 1 AM today. I've been up ever since. It's like -9, so it's really cold. But I was going to tell you about kind of like my ordeal since my first vlog. So let me recap. Last time I spoke to you, in my last vlog, I had arrived here in Korea, I got my PCR test, and I came to my quarantine apartment here. Just a bit of a clause, this is no longer my quarantine apartment, but I'm not moving to my actual apartment for another week or so, so this is, I will probably still refer to this as my quarantine apartment even though I'm not in quarantine anymore. So what happened is I got the results back from my PCR test. So I arrived in the country on Saturday. I got dressed on Sunday because the director of my school was going to stop by to help me out with something. I fell asleep because of jet lag, and then woke up and I was like, I'm so sorry. He was totally fine with it. And then I got changed back into my pajamas, and I received a text all in Korean, and I was like, and I was kind of Google translating it, and I was like, surely this isn't what I think it is. And so I sent it over to the director and I was like, hi, like, what does this mean? And then literally as soon as I sent it over to him, it came to me in English and basically saying that my PCR test had come back inconclusive and I had to go get another one. So within like 10 minutes I had the director on the phone saying, your quarantine taxi is going to be there, I'll help you out the form, but we actually ended up missing each other, so I had to kind of he sent me a picture, so I did that instead. I had to go get another PCR test. So at this point I had a massive breakdown. So before the phone call I had a massive breakdown. Like I couldn't breathe from crying. I was just a mess because like I was incredibly jet lagged. I had the oncoming of this sore throat. So basically I've got a cold, not COVID. My PCR tests are all negative. I have a cold, so I have a sore throat. I'm very croaky and I have a runny nose, and it's been like this for about 4 days now. But it was the start of the sore throat on the Sunday. So obviously I wasn't feeling well at all, and I was already kind of traumatized from the journey here and like being lost in translation. Again, not anyone's fault. I feel like I should do better with my Korean, but Korean just doesn't sit in my brain as well as like other languages do. I say other languages, like I've learnt a bit of Japanese and some Chinese because my sister's learning Mandarin, and like French I understand, but Korean just isn't sitting in there. So I couldn't say what I wanted to say, or I couldn't help in the way I wanted to help. So I felt stupid basically that I couldn't do that. And so yeah, I basically just broke down because I was just like, I can't do this. Anyway, I got in the quarantine taxi, went to get my PCR, and then came back, and basically that evening, basically, because I went for I think around 6 o'clock, I went to get my PCR test, and then about 11 o'clock, no it wasn't, it was earlier than that, it was about 5 o'clock, and I had to wait an hour in the freezing cold. And about 11 o'clock that night, I got the text saying that I'm negative. And I didn't send it because I thought it was a bit late. So I sent it on Monday. Again, I slept all day. I slept about 10 hours on Monday for jet lag. But they were really happy that it was negative. And then Tuesday, I slept for about 8 hours. Then Wednesday, I slept for about 2 hours. But I actually literally had like no sleep. And then yesterday, I was so tired. So again, I fell asleep, woke up to the director ringing me. Can you sense a theme here? Saying, can you be ready by 7 to go get your PCR test? So me and one of my teachers went to go get our PCR tests. And we had, he filled in the form for us. So it was all in Korean, so we didn't have to worry about it. And yeah, and then I got a message first thing this morning saying that it was negative. Because we put down his phone number. Even though I have a Korean phone number, he wanted his number down, which is fair enough. So yeah, sorry for the coughing. I cough when I talk too much. So yeah, that was Delia. When I came back yesterday, I was freezing cold. I wasn't very well. I was ill, and I only slept about an hour and a half last night. So I've been up since 1 a.m. And I've just had not too much time to think, but I've just kind of been like questioning things, which I think is only natural. My opinion, having been gone out and like walked around, those thoughts, my opinion hasn't changed. I still stand by kind of what I was saying to my parents this morning, and maybe I'll talk about it in a different video rather than here. So yeah, so now I'm literally going to, I'm meeting up with my fellow teacher in about an hour and a half. I'm going to take the camera with me. I won't tell her that I'm vlogging. I'll just say that I'm filming stuff, so I probably won't talk to the camera. It'll just be more scenery stuff. But you guys will get to see Mapo-Gu, if that's where we end up, or Itaewon. It's one of those I'm thinking of going to. Probably Mapo-Gu rather than Itaewon. Although I really want hummus, and apparently Itaewon has hummus. And then yeah, and I'll probably talk to you guys. I mean, maybe briefly when I'm out. If not, I'll talk to you guys when I get back. So yeah, that's basically what I do. Sit around for an hour and a half trying to warm up. My stomach is freezing. Like it's -1, like I said. I'm wearing thermals and still the cold has and I was wearing a coat and everything. It was the cold has penetrated everything and I'm freezing. So I mean I'm gonna raid my 4 suitcases and try and find the warmest outfit, because I didn't really bring that warm clothes. I think I mainly brought summer clothes, because it gets a 40-degree heat. But I mean, in 40-degree heat, I'm probably just going to be in cycle shorts and a baggy t-shirt. But I don't think I factored in that it was going to be minus here. Considering back at home, it's double digits. I mean, who'd have thought the UK is warmer than somewhere? Shocking, I know. So yeah, that's just a little update. So yeah, I had my vaccine pass. It feels fantastic, because that was the thing I was worried about. And now I kind of feel like I have this sense of freedom. I know there's still some stuff that I can't do. Like I don't think I can go to clubs and bars, because you need like the Q app, you need like the QR code, which you can only get with your ARC. So I'm still quite limited, but I don't really go to bars and clubs anyway. But yeah, So I will see you guys in a bit when we're on our way to wherever it is we end up, and I will endeavour to tell you because it'll be weird. And I've also been filming for 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop talking now. See you in a bit. Okay, so I am ready to go explore Seoul. I got changed. So I'm lovely in green. Obviously here you don't put your shoes on until you go into the little entrance area, so obviously I'm going to be all in green. Oh, the light's gone. Let's put the light back on. So yeah, it's my outfit of the day. I was going to have a shower this morning, but I felt like crap, so the cap is necessary, and I wore this cap earlier as well. I realised I've come to the door and I've completely forgotten my coat, and it's like 1 degree, so I gotta go get that. But yes, we are ready. We are waiting. Why do I look so shocked? I'm like, I'm dressed. I'm kidding. It's the fact that I'm ready on time. I've noticed that actually here. Like earlier I was ready like 15 minutes beforehand. That literally never happens. So yeah, I'm just looking for the record button. I'm still getting used to this new camera. So yeah. Oh god, I don't even know if I'm covering the mic. Eek. See you soon. Hey everyone, we're back here again. I'm even more croakier than I was earlier because I have been talking all day. So I took a bunch of clips. I filmed everything on my phone. I took a bunch of clips of while I was out. I filmed on here and then I filmed on my phone. So we ended up in Mapo-Gu, as you saw, Hongdae to be precise. Went to the Line Friends BT21 store. That was fun. And then we just kind of went around the area. It was very overwhelming. I can imagine that's what like Harajuku feels like in Tokyo, because it was very overwhelming. There were stores like upstairs, downstairs, in and out. We didn't go into a lot of stores. We just sort of wandered around. And before we know, we'd been out for like 3 hours, and then it was like it's an hour there and like an hour back. And then I stopped in at Paris Baguette, which is like a little bakery boulangerie thing here, and unfortunately like most of the pastries had sold out, obviously because it's the end of the day, but I picked up like a sandwich in that because I didn't want to cook anything. But yeah, I did pick up something today. I picked up 2 things. The one I won't show you because it's a gift, but the thing that I got for myself, so a gift for myself, I couldn't resist. As you know, I'm wearing a baseball cap. I like baseball caps, and so I got a BT21 baseball cap in like, it's like coming up really bright on camera, but actually it's more like almost like a washed red. Oh my god, it's really bright on the camera. It's not this bright at all. I would not have bought it if it was this bright. It's more like a raspberry colour, like a dark raspberry in real life, and then it has like this And like I said, it's a lot darker in person because if it's this bright, I'm not buying it. Like, this colour is not usually something I go for, but I love baseball caps and I thought, treat yourself. But yeah, so we just like wandered around and then headed back. We ended up, because like I use City Mapper, and City Mapper told us to get off at this particular station. Turns out we ended up walking like half an hour back on ourselves, so we know for next time to go to a different station. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was very overwhelming. I got very, very tired. I'm very, very croaky. My back is killing me, and I initially thought I'd go out exploring tomorrow. I think honestly I might just stay indoors and then Sunday walk to the school, because I have to, I mean, you don't have to walk there, but it just makes more sense to walk there, just to kind of do the route, just so I know it, rather than panicking on Monday morning. So yeah, that's it, that's what I got. Like I said, I did get something else, but it's a gift. So I am going to settle in for the night. I need to wash my jeans because they're too big and I need to try and shrink them, and then put my pyjamas on and basically call it a night. Today's the first day I haven't napped since I got here, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I actually sleep tonight. Whether that happens or not, who knows, I will keep you posted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the clips of Mapo-Gu, and I will see you guys soon.